Around 3 million foreign tourists flock to Bali every year, and it's easy to see why. Everywhere you look, there's charm, colour and a sense of history. Throw in some of the best beaches anywhere, and what more could anyone want? Unless you're the world's top badminton players, of course. For them, it's about the title, not the time. And the title this week is one of the biggest. Welcome to day 2 of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, coming to you from the International Convention Centre here in Bali, Indonesia. If you were with us yesterday, you'd have seen some terrific action. We're hoping for more of the same. These trophies are what they are playing for in the 5 different categories. And of course, a little matter of $1.5 million worth of prize money. Always worth a thumbs up when that kind of small change is up for grabs. Here's our lineup then for Court 1 in our first session. Women's doubles to start with Matsuyama and Shida, convincing winners yesterday, big favourites against the English pair Birch and Smith. Then we've what looks an absolute belter between two women bang in form. Akane Yamaguchi of Japan versus the Korean An Se-young. 4-4 on the head-to-head. This one too tight to call. Then we've back-to-back women's doubles. First, Kim and Kong take on Indonesia's own Polly and Rahayu, fresh from a win yesterday. That's both pairs won yesterday. And then top seeds Kitty Harakul and Prajongjai face the up-and-coming Malaysians, Tan and Muranitharan. And our finale for session 1 is an intriguing women's singles. Pornpawi Chokawong, an unconvincing winner yesterday, up against the Danish youngster, Lena Christophersen. And of course, the action will continue this evening, and here's just a quick sneak preview about what's on the menu there. PV Sindhu, always a huge draw, of course. Jordan and Octavianti in the mixed doubles, and we'll also see Gideon and Sukamuljo, absolute heroes here on home soil, along with Purvarendra Crow and Terence Tanachai. All that coming up with Jill Clarkenstein Pedersen from 5 PM local time. Well, here's how Group B looks as far as the women's doubles is concerned. The Stoiber sisters and Matsuyama and Shida currently topping the group. So victory today for Birch and Smith, absolutely essential, you would think, if they're going to have any genuine ambitions of progressing through to the semi-finals. Semi-finals on Saturday, final on Sunday. So you can hear the introductions as the Japanese pair of Matsuyama and Shida make their way onto court. English pair just making their way out onto Court 1. There they go. Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith. Have met a couple of times, these two pairs, and it's 2-love to the Japanese pair. You can see that last meeting early this year in Paris. Went to 3 games.
You get to choose the black or the red. Red. It is red, it's your choice. Receive. Shida. Which side would you like? That side. Who's serving? Serving. Thank you.
And Jiamin, Singapore.
So let's give you a bit more information then about this quartet, who are going to get proceedings underway for us on Court 1. Matsuyama, who's 23 years of age now. They are the second seeds for this event, this pair. She was actually a junior world champion back in 2016 when she played with Navarra. Got a bronze with Shida a year earlier. A very straightforward victory they had yesterday against Panapa and Reddy and Siki. And her partner Chiharu Shida, who's just a year older at 24. That 7th place ranking you see is the best that they've had. They helped Japan to a Sudirman Cup silver in Finland just a couple of months ago. And they of course have won both other events here in this Indonesian Badminton Festival, the Masters and the Open. There's confirmation of that victory yesterday. 43 minutes, it was never in doubt, truth to tell. And what about their opponents? On the other side of the net, there's Chloe Birch, who's 26 years of age. They're ranked at 13. That is their best. It's actually the runner-up in the national singles title way back 2016. And Lauren Smith, who's 30 now. We'll see her later in the mixed doubles with Marcus Ellis. She's got a couple of Commonwealth Games medals in women's doubles and one in the mixed. There's Lauren. European Games silver medal they won in Belarus a couple of years ago, and a European Championship bronze earlier this year in Ukraine. Well beaten yesterday though by the Stoiber sisters. 12 on 11 in just 38 minutes, so they'll be hoping to perform better than that today. Michael Faridal of Norway is in the umpire's chair, and he will be supported by the Mauritian service judge, who is Diraj Gunedri. Stand by then for the umpire introductions. Our opening match on court 1 on day 2 of these World Tour finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Naomi Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida, Japan. On my left, Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith, England. Lauren Smith to serve to Chiharu Shida. Love all. Play.
So here we go. First shuttle hit in anger on day 2. That was one of the things they've been looking to improve massively on yesterday, the unforced errors from Birch and Smith. Hard enough to play a pair of Matsuyama and Shida's ability, let alone if you're going to give away points unnecessarily on your own errors. Straight down the middle, but long.
Service over, 1-all.
That's a good shot from Lauren Smith. They were peppering her, and she was equal to it that time. Yeah, that was right into the hitting zone, wasn't it?
Service over.
For Shida.
2-all.
Just outlasted them there, really, in that rally, the Japanese pair. I think they'll be absolutely desperate, Birch and Smith, that the Japanese pair don't get away to a flyer. 40-plus shots in that rally, 40-plus strokes in that rally.
Service over. 3-all.
Read the serve, and once she'd done that, the rest was pretty
4-3.
straightforward. Easiest of putaways. And the fist pump to go with it from Chiharu Shida. That's good.
Service over. 4-all. Service over. 5-4.
Good stuff from Chloe
Service
Birch.
over. 5-all. Six, 5.
Well, so far, the English pair are doing well just to stay in touch with their higher ranked opponents. 6 places above them in the world. See what she was trying to do there,
Over.
Chloe Birch, just create that angle, but unfortunately only found the net. I don't think there was anything wrong with the intent. Just trying to deceive and go short cross court.
7-6.
Saw that very, very quickly, did Matsuyama.
8-6.
Both Japanese women can be predatory at the net. Put that kind of height on it, makes it very easy just to angle the shuttle down. First time been ahead, or anyone's been ahead by more than a point. That's good.
Service over. 7-8.
Oh, excellent from Birch again.
8-all.
Oh, that really is clever.
Service over.
Couldn't have hit that
9-8.
any better. Back on their heels a bit, understandably the English pair, and by the time they realised that Smith was never going to get there.
Service fault call. Too high.
First such call today.
Service over. 9-all.
Cannot serve above 1.15 metres. The service judge has a little contraption he looks through. Perspex glass scenario. Tells me if the serve's too high. Obviously it was on that occasion. So they sneak in front.
10-9.
The two English women here. In what's been a very tightly contested opening game so far.
Service over. 10-all.
So final point before the mid-game interval coming up. So a narrow advantage to the Japanese pair, but hard to call this opening game. It's been entertaining and very tight so far.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, back to your seat. Players on court.
15.
11-10. Play.
Just got tucked up a bit there.
12-10.
Couldn't really free the racket. Look again here. It's really awkward that for Chloe Birch.
Service over. 4, 17. Service over. 84.
Oh, it's a pity.
13.
Because
10.
for a minute they looked like they were in the ascendancy in the rally there. But Matsuyama and Shida just knew a bit too much in the end.
19.
I think Matsuyama was a little fortunate. It came straight at her from Smith, and after that, Birch was always going to be in trouble. But again, a really competitive rally. That's much better.
Service over. 11-13.
Service over.
Lauren Smith at her best here.
19.
Good placement, and got the short return and punished it.
Service over. 20. Game point. 5.
12-13.
Service over. 6. 20.
Service over.
Just seems to be every time the English pairs think, right, we can get on terms here. Japanese just inch away from them again on the scoreboard. But they're still right in this opening game. And that's not going to hurt either.
13-14.
Game.
14 all.
21. 7.
It's a great return.
15-14.
So Thal is sneaking in front. Mentioned they took a game off Japanese pair last time they met, so
Service
I don't
over.
think there's any kind of inferiority complex
15
there.
all.
Should be. Yeah, she knew she was in trouble, Matsuyama. I think her instinct was to leave it initially, then she realised it was probably going to drop in. It was kind of an improvised shot this year. It was like Almost like a tennis two-handed backhand there. She knew she was in trouble as that shuttle was dropping. And that's good as well. And now Smith and Birch go favourites for the opening game with a 2-point lead.
So it's over 16-17. Coach, when they're ready, no more.
Spotted a gaping hole straight down the middle and found it.
17 all.
And this is right in the melting pot now. It's first game.
Service over 18-17.
And that's gone on the line. And now an absolutely massive point coming up here.
17.
Birch and Smith can get to 2017. God, I fancy them to take this out, but Japanese pair win it. Going to be tense. It's going to be that anyway, to be fair, but let's see. Worked so hard, the English duo, to get themselves into this position. Solid leave.
Service over 18-19.
Plenty of time to work that one out, Shida. Just to get her bearings and knew it was going to be wide of a sideline. Well, how crucial will that be?
19 all.
19 all. It's a thriller here to get us underway on day 2 on the show court. Matsuyama to Smith.
Play left.
And here is a game point
Service over.
for
20,
Chloe Birch
game
and Lauren
point,
Smith.
19.
Service over 5.
over.
Well, no
20
flinching
all.
there on game point down. It's hit very sweetly from the back of the court, right through Chloe Birch. Now,
21-20.
a game point for the Japanese pair. I think save one themselves. This time Shida to Smith. Well, they really had to work for that, but 22-20.
First
The
game
Japanese
won by
take it down.
Matsuyama and Shida.
But Birch and Smith, although obviously
20.
disappointed to have lost that opening game, sure can take some heart because they were competitive throughout. Vast improvement on what we saw from them yesterday. But they are one game down.
That 5.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Service over. 6.
Service over. 1 love. Service over.
More evidence,
all.
should it be needed, of Matsuyama's competence at the net. And I would challenge that also
Matsuyama challenges.
if I were there, because that
all
looked tight. May have just missed the line, but certainly worth allowing Hawkeye to double check it. Each pair have 2 challenges per game, and they keep it if they're correct. So our first test of Hawkeye on second day. Did it clip the line? It did, you know. Looked like it.
Correction in. Two, 1. Play.
was long by
3-1.
distance. Exemplary leave. Trying to get a flying start in this second game, the Japanese pair, just to really put the English pair behind the 8 ball.
One.
Yeah, never really enough depth. And that's clear for Matsuyama. Smith from pretty much mid-court range, able to do enough with it. Death touch again.
Service over. 5-2.
Have started to just mix it up a little bit more, Matsuyama and Shida. She wouldn't be denied, would she? Excellent persistence from Smith.
3-6.
Having a little purple patch at the moment, Smith.
Six.
3 points in a row for the English pair.
Six all.
So they stopped the rock, having lost 4 straight points. Matsuyama and Shida. They certainly haven't looked as fluent as they did yesterday against Ponappa and Reddy.
Service over. 7 all. Service over. 8-7. Nine, 7.
They always looked like they had the upper hand, didn't they, in that rally?
8-9.
Ended up with a clash of rackets, the two Japanese. Don't often see the shuttlecock at that angle. And two rackets came together. Gambled a bit there, Lauren Smith.
10-8.
Was all or nothing really with that shot. It's either going to be a winner or in the net. So a 3-point lead for Matsuyama and Shida.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, take your seats. Players back on court.
今からよ。
11-8. Quicker. Play. False.
Yeah, just flipped the racket of
Service
Matsuyama.
over. 9-11.
Right on the line.
Service over. 12-9. Service over. 10-12.
Please welcome the technical officials.
Service over.
It's all getting a bit edgy out there at the moment, isn't it? Great reach that by Birch.
Indonesia. On the service judge, Jindra Rai, India.
Well, that's a pity for Birch, because in that rally she really made a phenomenal get. Great piece of retrieving. In the end, didn't do Aaron Smith any good.
Quickly.
And Thomas Junior Popo, France.
No, play. No, there's no need. Play. Play this. It's okay. Play. Lauren receiving.
Nailed that one.
11-14.
How often do you see it straight down the middle?
Service over. 15-11. Thank you.
Good pressure again from
Service over.
Birch and Smith.
12-15.
Still hanging in there in this second game.
Service over.
Can't afford to do that.
16-12. Service over. 13-16. Service over. 17-13.
starting to pull away now at the
18-13.
business end. I don't think that Matsuyama and Shida will mark this down as their greatest ever performance. Looks like they're going to do enough. They've certainly been tested by Birch and Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, Lee Sijie, Malaysia. And on the left, Thomas Junior Pomo, France. Lee Sijie to serve.
Service over. 14-18.
Service over. 1 love.
Service over. 19-14.
2 love. Service over. 1-2.
Yeah, they just delayed, didn't they? Thought it was going to go long. By the time they readjusted,
20.
managed to
Match
get to
point,
the shuttle, but it was
14.
an easy kill. And 6 match points here for Matsuyama and Shida to wrap up the victory and effectively end Birch and Smith's World Tour finals on just the second day.
3-2.
Well, it wasn't as straightforward as some thought it might have been, but nonetheless, a straight game victory for Matsuyama and Shida.
Match
They were
won
really
by
put to the test in the opening game in particular by Birch and Smith.
22-20,
Second game was
21-14.
rather more straightforward, and that's 2 wins out of 2 for the number 2 seeds and the 7th ranked pairing in the world. Error from Birch at the end. And I think the English pair will reflect on a much improved performance from the one that they put in yesterday, albeit ultimately not enough to take the victory. (22-20), 21-14, 43 minutes on court. We're back shortly with what looks a belter. Yamaguchi and Anseiyu coming up. very warm welcome back to our continuing coverage of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals for 2021. And we have moved on now to our second match. It's a women's singles, and